That nigga really double parked though and just left.
Roll, like when we're in Shorty crib. Niggas don't have no respect. That's why he got that big ass scratch on the front of his bumper, because he don't know what he doing. He just be doing whatever. And he had whole bumper scratched.
Yeah, that's Philly though. But you niggas in Philly a double park next to a open parking spot, and that killed me too. Cause it's like, why you just park your car?
They definitely will, because I do it all the time.
Hate niggas like you, bro.
I mean, listen, I only do it when I'm like dropping something off. If I'm not staying, I'm not. There's no need for me to do the whole parallel motion to get into that spot just to pull out in like 60 seconds.
Bro, depending on
But if I'm gonna sit there for 5 minutes, I may as well park. Like,
who
ain't
you
no
going
need
to
to
see
me.
though? Like, is it like a DoorDash type situation where you getting out, you dropping something?
I mean, I ain't to
or
tell
like,
everybody my business, but
I mean,
it could have been. It could have.
I'm just saying. I said situation. I ain't say what
Nah,
you
I'm
was
fucking
actually
with
out
you.
here doing, bro.
Nah. I mean, it could be a DoorDash situation. It could just be like I'm pulling up to grab something from the homie real quick, or like. But if I'm coming to talk, I'm gonna park.
So my thing be like, I don't be coming to talk, right? I really be coming to like grab stuff from the homies, and then when I get to the homies, we talk.
Right.
So my thing be like, I know that my intentions was what they were, but this not what it's going to be. And because I know 9 times out of 10 that this not what it's going to be, a lot of times I'll still park because of that.
Okay.
But I know people who be like, I'm about to just grab this from the homie real quick, and then sit there and have a full blown conversation. That bothered me because it's like,
See, I go in with the mindset that I'm not going to talk, but then they talk to me, and I'll be like, "Fuck, I can't just be like, all right, I'm out, I'm double parked." So I'll be trying
you know
like,
who you want to see though. Like,
I'll be trying like wait it out.
Like, you gotta park because you know, like, if I go in here, this won't happen. Like, I know this about to be a thing, so I'll be parked. But yeah, I don't like that. Like, people just, like him, he probably was like, yeah, we just gonna run in here and run out real quick.
That ass rubbing her elbow and shit. He about to go clap her cheeks. He gonna be parked here for like 45 minutes.
Yo, facts. Like,
I should drive my car in the block and just honk. Bitch, move.
All he gonna do is spin a block and park right back.
Yo, park in her driveway. She got a fucking driveway.
In the back, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's not her crib. Maybe they both just visiting.
Just nasty.
That's how you be. I'll start looking at them. People just always be watching people. I told you. It's always a thing. It's always a thing. You can't help it. You got your frequency. You just say whatever. Like, it's just real crazy. But you might be right. Maybe it is pepper and cheese. They were before you walked that. It looked like they was
she was tough.
real familiar.
Looked like they got back from the gym and they wanted one more workout. Listen, what you gotta do?
Burn a couple more
Burn them calories, yeah.
You know, should be happening. Things be happening. But let's get into it, bro. We in here. Welcome to another episode of Car Convos.
You know.
Shining the driver, mowing the passenger, as always. Again, as always, we're gonna start it off like this, but I'm gonna tell y'all niggas who watching, go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now. We appreciate you. If you are listening, same thing. Subscribe. Drop a comment. Tell them you love us. Go to the Instagram, Car Convos the podcast.
Boom. That's for Come on, we're
gonna share some content. We
gonna drop
some
everything.
Comments there. You know
at this point, y'all gotta work for us. You know, we need everything. We need to like. We need to share. We need to comment. Rates, reviews, everything.
Yeah, all that shit. All that shit. So, you know, again, y'all always come back. So since y'all be here, might as well just do what we asking y'all to do.
Might as well.
But yeah, we here. So how you feeling today, Mo? What's going on?
It's a pretty good day, you know. I had a good week. Man, yeah, I had a real good week. A lot of drinking, a lot of parties. You know, some barbecues, some pool parties.
Yeah. Had some cookouts. The cookouts had food this time?
Yeah, they had food this time. It was a good job. I got some good friends. I mean, they put things together well, because I was probably a lot drunker than I needed to be on Monday, but you know, it was lit. It was worth it.
Was Tuesday office day?
Tuesday was not office day. So since we were closed for the holiday on Monday, they canceled office day altogether. So I don't got to go into the office this week until tomorrow. So it's a vibe. I got to be hungover in my house instead of at work.
It's always a good thing, bro. I hated having to get up and go to the office after like partying the night before. It's the worst thing ever. When I used to be at TD.
Bruh. Well, I didn't give a fuck about doing it in the store. That was easy. That was light work.
I hated being at my desk show.
What?
Especially on Saturday at show.
Oh no, that was the worst. The weekend hangovers were terrible. Because it was just the longest day. But like with y'all, like in there all day, I could get by. But the weekends, it's like 4 people. Everybody spaced out throughout the store.
Yeah.
The people coming in, or if they're not coming in, I'm just at my desk staring out the window because my desk used to had a window view and shit, staring out the window. It was terrible.
Not me though. Not me. I'm staring at Penny. Penny don't even work no more.
Yo,
just looking at her and shit like, hey, that's
yeah.
the penny machine for y'all who don't know. Sorry. But yeah, I ain't had no window view. I wasn't as blessed as Mo. He got to at least look at Chick-fil-A and shit.
That Chick-fil-A line used to jump. Well, not used to, it still do, but
yeah, I don't think Chick-fil-A ever going like not like they join.
It's crazy.
They be having people outside with the little airport flag right on. It's like, you come this way.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of crazy.
I don't understand how the concept works. They be getting niggas out though.
They do. They do. They move people. I don't know.
Somebody try to tell me they make their food to order. I don't believe it.
I don't think so either.
I don't believe it. There's no way that chicken can come out
that
fast.
Yeah.
Oh, they back.
Yeah. So
that was quick. Okay.
Maybe it was a little
I ain't
bit.
mad at it.
How many calories do you think you could burn in like a 10-minute jump?
I don't think it's a lot. Probably like 30 calories.
Only 30, bro?
Oh, she got ass. Did you?
I did notice.
Oh my god.
Why are you getting in his car, sis?
Maybe they pack stuff up for a sleepover.
She had to go get her spend the night bag.
Yeah.
That could be what it was. Maybe he wasn't burning calories. Maybe he waiting until the night.
Okay.
Put your phone on do not disturb.
I need to say hi to my neighbor.
You're gonna be sitting outside on the patio next time she pull up.
Yo, that's crazy. She was caked up.
She might do that there, bro. No, she do. About to be Mr. Your girl. Because you said you don't be playing side pieces at this big age, so you gonna take her?
Nah, I don't.
You can't tell her about him either.
No.
Don't come to him as a
No
man.
dirty magic. No dirty magic.
That's kind of crazy.
But anyway, how was your week?
My week was cool. I don't think I did too much of anything this week, bro. There's like a lot of like paperwork this week.
Okay.
I'm about to start working at this new job in a couple weeks, so a lot of like paperwork for that. They stressing me out. Like just a lot of shit going on, but I'm getting some stuff done.
Okay.
I don't think I like did too much like partying this week. Just more so like relaxing and documents. That's pretty much it though. This weekend I'm going to another con. Jazz got me going down to like DC, Virginia, whatever.
Nice.
Apparently what is it? It's Blurred Con. Yeah, Blurred Con. Why you know that?
So, ask some questions.
My fault. You're right. But yeah, so I'm going to that joint. I don't really know about the cons, but she said this one like one of the like bigger ones. So
I've heard. So I got friends that's in that world, and they talk about Blurred Con a lot. So
okay,
that should be a good joint.
Anybody know going?
Nah. I don't know nobody that's going.
Or well, yeah, Jazz knows something. She got asked to be part of like the Southern, the Southern Rome people with the Southern Scouts or
yeah,
something like that. She got asked to cosplay like one of them people and do like a little parade march type joint. Some of the other people who got asked were apparently like bigger names. So it's like in the music industry, like imagine being on like the Freshman XL and getting a song with like Lil Wayne or something. So she was like really excited about that. Like,
that's lit.
Like I'm in there.
Shout out to Jazz. That's a good job.
She done her thing. So we out there. I'm going down there and support her or whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my Luffy.
Okay.
I was gonna get that afro, but I did not because, bro, it's hot.
I'm not gonna be Afro Luffy.
I'm not gonna do afro Luffy. It's hot as fuck.
Alright.
It's hot as fuck.
Alright.
But I don't know this cosplay shit, right? So I got some of this shit. I got the shit that I need to do to join.
That ain't much. You just get some chinos. You roll them up to like quarter length.
Yeah.
You get your little thong flip flops and the red shirt you wear open. That's all I got. And a straw hat.
I know, bro. I got all that, but my thing was like, cause niggas who do the cosplay, they do the like poses and do like the little effects and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So Jazz like, well, you just gotta do the Gear 2 pose now. So you might catch me with the
Gear 2 pose. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see? And you, oh my gosh, because apparently
I thought it was just a costume event. I didn't know you was going to have to pose too.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
She gonna do your little cut along your eye?
So I don't think she gonna do the cut. And I gotta test that, so I wasn't gonna do like the big X. Just gonna let the John be what it is.
Okay. Oh, you gotta do the cut.
You think so?
The little scar that he got in his eye? Just the one,
yeah. I gotta get it. Alright, cool. I'll do that because you told me I gotta do that.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta do the scar.
I already said that. So I got the straw hat. I bought a little button down shirt drawn. Got like the sleeves cut off and shit.
Okay.
And I got jean shorts. I ain't do the chinos, but I got jean shorts because when you fold them up, it's gonna go dark blue. You fold them up, they light blue. Cause you know when you fold them, they got the joint. So I got that, and I got like all black like slides. I ain't do the open toe joint.
You ain't do the open toes? I got some open toes in the car.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna be that. I was trying to figure out if I wanted my toes out.
The best thing about Luffy is that he be mixing niggas in open toe sandals. That's the best part to me.
Never break either.
Never.
Like he just be good, and I just be like, how? But yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I want to be that committed. Like, add my own little swag on there. So
listen, it's in the details.
Bro, I feel you.
In the details.
I feel you. I just don't know how far in the details I want to be. I still want to be myself to some extent. You know what I mean? So okay. I don't know if I want the tools. So I don't know if I'm there yet.
Don't be intimidated when it's another Luffy and he got all the details down. And his Gear 2 pool is better than yours.
My Gear 2 pool is gonna be cool, bro. I'm gonna be good. All they're gonna do is be like, let me take a pic. I'm be like, alright, cool. Yeah. I don't even know if I want to do that, like, cause I don't know, like, I don't want to be out here, bro. I don't.
Look at Black Luffy.
That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to be like, Afro Luffy. He ain't got the fro, but Afro Luffy.
Yo.
Like, nah.
Afro Luffy would have been lit, bro.
Yo, so I thought about doing that. I was going to get the boxing gloves and everything. Yo. I wasn't going to wear them. I was going to get the joints with the strings and just, like, leave them, like, tied around my neck. That way I ain't have to wear them. But I was like, I can't get past the fro, bro. Like, niggas be hot on a regular day. I be sweating. Like, I be sweating. Sitting on the steps. So I was like, if I put a fucking wig on, the little fro joint, I was like, I'm going to die.
I feel that.
I'm going to die out here.
I'm sure it's in the ventilated space.
I know, but getting there and getting all that to carry that joint, it would have just been.
You just put the fro on when you get there.
Nah. It would have been too much. I didn't carry that shit in the hand and all that. Like, I just was like, nah, it's going to be too much. I ain't got time.
Okay, I respect it.
Winter time though, because I'm sure Jazz, gonna continue to grow and flourish and all that other stuff. So if she get me in the winter time, John, I'll do that for you.
I just want to see Afro Luffy. That's all.
I got you.
I might rewatch that episode because I don't know where it came from, the idea, but it was hilarious to me. Like it's on a very few episodes that really made me like cackle, and that episode had me cracking. Him and Usopp had me crying. I was like, what? This nigga really threw a boxing gloves.
He did. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it because I thought about it. I really thought about it. Contemplated everything. I was like, it's the heat. I feel like everything else I was good with. It was literally just the heat. But yeah, so I got you next time. But yes, I'm gonna do that this weekend. So I'm gonna be out there. Come back. I think probably like Sunday, and that'll be my weekend. So hopefully I can catch up to like how drunk you was this week. Over the weekend, we gonna see what happened.
I didn't even get to get drunk yesterday. It's a whole nother story. Your man's is a wild bull. Your man Turk.
You want to tell it?
Wild bull. This nigga, man. So we go to this pool party in Uptown. First off, didn't know there was a pool in Uptown. And not like a public, rec center type pool, like a little private joint that you could book. It was a real nice space. It was in a ducky, like it wasn't right on the street, right off sitting there. So you had this joint. It's alright. Like the vibe when we got there was a little low. A couple people throwing each other in the pool, but like for everybody was chilling with their group of people they knew, just chatting it up. So as the night goes on, they start shouting, bottles up, shots up, everybody taking shots. And this man got to outdrink everybody. So I'm like, all right, cool, do your thing, because you're safe. You always safe when you with me. Anybody's safe when they with me. Yeah, so I'm like, do your thing. So we all taking shots, whatever. So at one point, this nigga walks off. And he was gone for a while, but he grown. Like, I ain't about to chase him down, but he was gone for a while. Right. So I'm at the table, smoking the hookah, watching everything go down, asses in bikinis and shit, just enjoying my time. Next time I see this nigga, he is drunk. And I'm like, bro, you drunk. He like, no, I'm not. I'm like, nah, you drunk, nigga. Like, slow down. He like, all right. So he go off, and he like, oh, I'm going to get in the pool. I'm going to get in the pool. I'm like, all right, man, go ahead. So he get in the pool. I see him splashing around, minding my business. I'm sitting at the table, and I'm still watching ass because, they still twerking. So I happen to glance back at the pool, and I see him getting out the pool. But, bro, he looked like he was drowning. So now I'm concerned. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, you good, bro? Like, what's wrong? So I pull this nigga out the pool, and I sit him, right. So I sit him down, I'm like, bro, don't move. Of course, he didn't listen. So he gets up, immediately falls over onto a chair. So I pick him up, sit him in another chair. Bro, sit down, stop moving. He gets up again, falls on some female. Nigga, what is you doing? Sit down.
I don't like that. Sloppy drunk.
Yo, got up again, fell on the ground. Now you on the ground, I'm not getting you up. So you just gonna lay there. Everybody like, you gonna leave him on the ground? Yeah, he's straight, he good. He chilling. He doing this thing. The rest of my night was ruined because I was parenting this nigga, making sure he didn't die. At one point I left, I wanted to leave him, but I was like, nah, I can't do that because it's your man. You can't just leave him at the party all drunk and sloppy and shit.
Nah, you can't do that.
So I'm like, all right. So then I go find him again, and he getting on some girl nerves. I'm like, oh my gosh, she gonna get a shot. I left my gun in the car. It's a lot.
Did you beg anybody at least? Like,
no, because the nigga was drunk. I couldn't talk to nobody after a certain point. The night was over. I was waiting for the night to like get into a groove, and like it didn't get there because when it started to get to the groove, he was already trashed.
Gotcha.
Bad Joe.
I feel that.
So to anybody who know this nigga, y'all responsible for him now because I'm done. Finished. He know. I gave him my resignation letter today. But y'all responsible for him. When y'all see him in the club and he's slumped over, take him home. Because I'm not doing it.
Nah, what you need is another person. Like a third. And then that way, like...
Whatever, as long as the third not in my car.
Huh?
As long as the third got their own car.
Because you're just not going.
I'm not doing
right,
it.
cool.
Once he get like that, I'm not doing it.
I
also, end of the story. So, I finally get him out the party. We get in the car, drive him home. We get to his house, and he don't want to wake up. So now I'm irked because I'm tired, and I already had to fight you to get to the car, and I'm tired myself. Now I want to go home and go to sleep, but you won't get out the car. So I got to drag him out the car. I get him to his house. I'm like, all right, open the door. Nigga can't find his keys. I just rung his doorbell, walked away. Somebody let him in. That's true. Somebody let him in the house.
Yeah.
I almost left him. Once I got him out the car, I let him lean on another car. I almost pulled off right there, but I was like, no, that's not right. Make sure he get in the house first.
You can't do my boy like that.
Yo, he had me hot. I'll never get mad when he drunk because I'm used to it. But yesterday, I was like, nigga, it's 9 o'clock. How you trashed already?
Bro.
We got so much of the night left, and you already done.
Bro, let me tell you. Did I ever tell you my train track story?
No.
My homie Dion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying his name because I don't care. I don't care.
We exposing you niggas today.
This was wild, yo. So this was like way back when we used to like Pinnacle and all that.
Right.
We used to be out. So back then, I ain't never, cause I was always like designated driver because I was the only nigga that drove back then. Like niggas had their licenses, but I was the only nigga who had
the car. Yeah.
So I wasn't about to head a car, drive down here, use my gas, and pay for parking. So we were parked like a block or two away, only like a block or two. We would walk.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere from like walking from the car to the line in Pinnacle, we lost Neon. Lost him.
That's weird.
So Neon used to he had his cousin's ID. His cousin was locked up, and we might not even been 21 yet. But he had a cousin ID. His cousin was like locked up. He was older. They looked alike. So he would always go on to the other side, get the wristband, and he'd be in before us because it'd be like 18 and up, and then the 21 would be on the other side. So he always made it in before us. Lost this nigga. Assumed he was on the other side, and he made it in before us. So now we get inside. We looking for him on the inside. I'm still going to enjoy my night, so I'm still dancing, I'm still getting numbers, like, do what I do, we just mingling and shit like that. Never seen him on the dance floor. Neon is known to disappear. So anytime I go out with this nigga and we go, like, we in the club, that nigga will just disappear.
I've experienced that. Yeah,
so he's known to just dip. So, and you'll find him later on. He'll pop up. I don't know. He be on some anime shit. Like, you look over your shoulder, he just, like, touching you. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, where you come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be weird. But the nigga was just going all night and we just looking for him. Couldn't find him. So I'm still mingling, still talking. Asking people as I'm, like, moving because niggas who know me know that he normally, like, with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you saw my homie? Nah, I ain't seen him. Cool. So, Pinnacle had the upstairs and they got the downstairs. Can't go upstairs if you ain't got the wristband because not old enough to get the drinks.
Right.
So we assuming, well, if you're not down here, the only other place he could be is upstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Mm-hmm. So we in there. The night is over. Go outside. We had to let out. We just chilling out there. We waiting for people to come out. Mm-hmm. I'm meeting my cousins one by one. Yo, what's up? They coming to me. Homies is pulling up. Niggas is outside just talking. We across the street from Pinnacle. Dion calls my phone. Yo, where you at? I'm across the street, nigga. Where you at? He said, I'm on the corner. I said, alright, walk down here. Nigga walks down. Now, I don't know if he had all white on or if he had like a white shirt, like some blue like shorts or something like that. Nigga walks up. He got a white shirt on, fucking H going like this. Like diagonal across his shit. Right? So now niggas looking at him like, why you so dirty, bro? Nigga got a white shirt on with a fucking dirty ass H going diagonal across his chest. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? The nigga like, he started laughing. He do the little, I think I fell asleep on the train track. We was
What?
like, what? Wasn't you in there? He was like, nah, see, I ain't even make it. I was like, what?
Yo.
Apparently, what happened was, the nigga was walking with us to Pinnacle, realized he was too drunk to actually go, decided to go back to my house, because he knew, like, my people were still there, and they let him in, because, like, he the homie.
Okay.
He left us to go, to walk to Broad Street, Pinnacle on 8th Street. So he turned around, left us, didn't say nothing, walked to Broad Street so he can catch the train. I guess because he was drunk, tripped onto the train track. And then when he got up, realized like, oh shit, I'm down here, and had to climb back onto the little podium drawing.
Okay.
And was just sitting over there until we got out the club. And then he made his way back to the club, I guess when he realized what time it was. Now mind you, we got to Pinnacle, it might have been around like 12 o'clock, because we ain't never go, it's in like when shit open. So he was going for a good 2 hours, and that's all he could account for in his 2 hours that he was missing.
Wait, the nigga Trip fell on the train tracks. Didn't hurt himself. Trip fell on the train tracks, got dirty, climbed back up and said, let me just wait for these niggas to leave the club before I go.
Back.
Why didn't he just finish his mission?
Bro, that
should have been reassurance that, I need to go the fuck home.
Yo.
This nigga
I guess
said,
he sobered up after realizing, oh shit, I'm on the train track. Like, shit hit him and it just was like going. Yo. But mind you, this was, again, we was too young, so we had bottles. But we would just drink the bottles at the car. Right. Get fucked up at the car. By the time we get out of, the club, we done sweated the shit out. We not on no more. Like, we straight. Because we couldn't drink when we got in. We was too young. Right. So, I'm assuming he just got too drunk at the car. Was like, yo, I can't make it.
At least he was responsible. Understood he couldn't make it.
Bro, the nigga could have died. Like, why he ain't just asking for the key? Go sit in the car.
He could have went to sleep in the car. He definitely could have went to sleep in the car.
I just was like, bro, like, this was crazy. But that was a train track story. So, I guess it's a tertiary group.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So
they're not allowed to hang out together. They both can't come to the same event.
Yo, like, that shit was wild. That shit was wild. But it was just what it was. So, yeah, that's the train track story. I think that's the worst drunk story I might have. And honestly speaking, I think that might even be a Fort Local story. So I'm going to add that to the mix. Like, that's...
I think yesterday might be my worst drunk story. Because he do wild shit when he drunk, but usually everybody doing wild shit, so it was cool. But he was like the oddball at the party yesterday. Like, everybody was like, yo, who is Bull? Like, what is he doing? Mm-hmm. I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy, bro. I'm like, damn.
He was talking to this bitch with this fat ass. He must have said something to offend her, because she was like, you need to get him away from me. I said, oh my God. Yeah, we gotta go. Let's roll.
I can imagine. And that's kind of wild. But enough about the drunk stories, bro. Yes. Actually, speaking about, I guess, going out, enjoying your nights and all that other stuff, 4th of July just happened. People got shot again. Or I think it was 2 cops that got hit this time. They lived, but it's something like that. I forget. I think I was talking to somebody about something like that. But my thing is people always going to get shot everywhere we go. Mm-hmm. Kind of crazy. I don't like it. But did you see the governor, the mayor was saying what he was saying? Like, he ready to retire because he ain't got nothing to, like he only ain't got no plan. Like, it's just, fuck Philly, I'm ready to be out.
Yeah, he basically, the gist of what he said was that, every event, he hasn't been able to enjoy any of the things that's happened during his tenure as mayor. Like, if you think about, he's been mayor for 7 years, so in that 7-year span, we had the Pope come, we had the Eagles win the Super Bowl, we had the draft the very next year, the NFL draft here the next year. We just got the FIFA bid, so niggas is hype about that. Yeah, but we've had a lot of major events here, and he hasn't been able to enjoy them because there's always some shit that happens, which I can get. The thing is, though, you are the fucking mayor. Like, you just gotta sit in and deal with that shit. You gotta, you gotta take care of shit. You gotta handle it. You wanted to be the mayor. Nobody. It's not like this was forced upon you. Nobody.
Yeah.
This city wasn't that far from what it is now when
Definitely
you
chose
got
this
in the office.
lifestyle.
So
Yeah.
you chose to be here. You can't just go on TV and say, "I'll be glad when it's over." That's you quitting. So quit. Let somebody else step up and finish the job. Like it was a very weird comment to say, but I got the point. There definitely needs to be some change, but that's just not the way to go about, getting that message across to the citizens. Because it seems like you quit on us. Like we're the ones really in the trenches.
That's definitely
You
what it
know,
sounds like.
you're in City Hall, floors above, and if I'm correct, you probably don't live in the city right now. Like not directly in the city,
Mm-hmm.
so you're not really affected by this at all. The citizens don't have Secret Service. We don't have a security detail. Like we really out here
Mm-hmm.
dealing with this, hoping the police can protect us from the crazy shit that's going on, while your administration does little to nothing to get any resolve going.
Mm-hmm.
But you're tired. You're the one that's exhausted.
Yeah,
It's a wild statement to me.
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I
I don't
actually
know.
stole most of my speech from a councilwoman, so shout out to her.
I'm glad you you gave the credit though.
Yeah, she was spitting. It was like
Um,
a church sermon, but she was spitting. I was like, yeah, you right, Auntie,
really
you
took that
right.
shit as a real, and then she would have been like, "I said that." I said something similar to that. Like, damn, my nigga Mo got writers and shit. But I don't know. I agree though. I think that's kind of crazy. I really don't know what you could do to make Philly better though. If I gotta be honest, because you can like people keep screaming like gun control should be a thing, but it's not gonna stop the guns from being on the street. Like it's not. Like let's be real. A lot of the guns that's on the street right now are not even registered.
Listen, I've heard rumblings from black people that we were better off when stop and frisk was a thing, and that's a wild thing to believe. That
Definitely.
when we were the most racially oppressed by police was the safest time to be a black person. Like
Mm-hmm.
now that there is no stop and frisk, you got black people, carrying illegal guns all left and right, and
Mm-hmm.
there's nobody to stop them because you need probable cause to do
Yeah.
a
To do
search.
anything. Yep.
So it's interesting. Where did all these black people come from? I've lived here all this time. I ain't never seen this many black people outside.
Bro, you gotta start sending this stuff more. That's the moral of the story today. Like you just gotta come sit outside.
But yeah, like it's an interesting take that stop and frisk might be the end all, or not end all, but it might be the way to, change the gun situation. If
Mm-hmm.
more people could be searched, then the issue is that their rights will be violated. But it's either you violate rights or you don't. When you don't violate rights, then they have the right to bear arms and they out here shooting shit up.
Mm-hmm.
When you do violate rights, then you know you prevent them from shooting shit up, but you also run the risk of wrongful arrest. Police can then
Yeah, I was
plant
about to
shit
say.
on you and shit like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's rough.
Yeah.
The issue comes down to policing. Like if we had trustworthy police, then we would have no issues. If we could believe that cops could, follow stop and frisk without being racist or oppressing black people,
Mm-hmm.
then it would be easy. But because the whole stop and frisk thing was racist in its inception,
It's
there's
hard
no
to
way
do
around
that.
it. Like there's no
Yeah.
way to rebuild it to say, well, when we believe there's a weapon, we can stop and search.
But that's the thing about any like laws or any rules for that matter. It's always gonna be like the good and the bad that come with like anything
Mm-hmm.
that you put into place. Or how people be like, this is the rule, but this is the exception.
Right.
Like the exception to the rule is always gonna be an exception. So even if you put like good police out there, you're always gonna have like a bad apple somewhere that's gonna make a bad name for like
Mm-hmm.
all the police out here. And it's hard to like I guess you could say like monitor that,
Right.
because you can't see what these people are doing all day every day. And even if you can, like if it's one bad apple, it's hard. I guess you can reprimand them, but like in what way? You know what I mean? For what way are you gonna like reprimand them for them to like actually like make this change, or feel it without like actually like just firing them? You know what I mean? But if you fire somebody, it's like, okay, cool. I guess the next person wouldn't do it because they don't want to lose their job. But at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, it's just like, should it be that deep, or you know what I mean? Like, or should it go based off of like, I guess like let's say you do an unlawful arrest, it should go based off of like what the unlawful arrest was, or like how deep it got, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how they would law or what kind of rules they would have to put into place to make it so that everybody just follow everything. Because you always want to have somebody who's going to like test the waters to see how far they can go. Like, bro,
it's impossible to police everybody. That's just life.
Yeah,
Like
it's kind of
we're way too. Everybody's individuals. You can't have everybody think the same thing, believe the same thing. So it's going to be where there's, where there is a group, there will be an opposing group. So it won't work. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
like I said, trying to figure out how to lower gun violence here is going to be tricky. It's going to require.
Yeah, I ain't ready for stopping first though.
Maybe
they
some
really
snitching.
used to be on some bullshit. Like really be on some bullshit. Especially me with like when I live on Temple campus. I used to be on some bullshit. You live here? Yeah, nigga, I live here. Like, let me see. What you mean? You want me to put my key on the door? Like it was bad when we was younger and we was just young. Like we just sit on and stuff. When I ain't doing that, I ain't even smoke. Like ain't had no drinks. Literally just standing in front of my house. And because my block is fully like Temple students, literally used to get asked that question all the time. And they would just stop. What are you stopping for? Like, mind your business. Do I look like I'm doing anything wrong? Just like, yeah. Or like when Temple first started like building the houses around there, because they started building the houses, I ain't gonna hold you. Them Temple students used to get robbed. Like
heavy.
Like real
Not even used to, they still do.
I mean, they do, but it's a little bit less. Like, I see Temple students down like 23rd and Diamond now. Like, literally in their projects. Like, that little, like, wine and liquor store on, like, 23rd Street. Like, they literally be in there. Like, they good. But at one point...
it's the closest one.
Bro, but it wasn't always like that. I remember being young up 23rd and Diamond, and, like, white people used to be afraid, like, to go up there. Like, they really used to be, like, scared. So, the fact that, like, they're able to, like, do that now, and it's, like, no repercussions or it's no fear, and they just able to just walk in the store freely, it's okay. It's a lot less crime that's happening up there than it was back in the day. But
did they renovate that store yet? That store little as shit.
Nah, it's not
a little piece of shit.
Yeah, it's real bad. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I can't do the stop and frisk. I'm gonna have to move out of Philly to bring that back. But I can understand why it may need to be a thing, or we need to like shift gears. But enough of that. Still speaking on the going out though. You had a couple weeks ago you had issues with eating out at this cookout because they ain't had no food. So I figured today, what's some do's and don'ts for cookouts? I mean, apparently a don't would be not to have no food for
Definitely.
So,
that is a definite rule number one. Don't call it a cookout if you ain't cook shit.
Yeah.
You cannot call it a cookout if there's no food to be made. It's a game night. It's a get together. It's a kickback. It's a whole lot of other names. But a cookout without something being cooked is beyond me. I just don't understand how that works. So we could start there. Rule number 2: don't show up to the cookout empty-handed, dog. You ain't there just to eat. That's not.
I promise
not
you,
that
was like the same thing on my list. That was like literally the first rule on my list. Like, you can't show up empty-handed.
Don't.
First of all,
every cookout needs something.
My house empty-handed. Don't. If I'm having any type of event, don't come to my crib empty-handed. Like, I don't care what you bring.
Nope.
Even if it's like, even if you bought a personal bottle for yourself because you didn't plan on drinking with nobody else, or you didn't plan on doing, I'm okay with that. But don't touch nothing else.
Don't.
Like, you came this.
If ain't nobody gonna shout out that little personal, don't touch nothing.
Like, that's it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
agree.
it. But don't come empty-handed. Bring something. Yeah, so, yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because niggas let it come, and they'll never ask if you need nothing. They just, is the food ready yet? No, you broke bitch. It ain't ready. Go sit your ass down.
Said that real hard.
Because that should be making me mad. Like, niggas just want to show. I just want to know when the food gonna be done so I can come. Yeah. Why? Why you want to know when the food gonna be done? Did you bring food?
I'm hungry.
Rule number 3. If your sodas ain't name brand, don't invite me to the cookout.
I can't have Mountain Cola, bro.
You cannot have Mountain Cola.
Is that a real brand? I feel like I
You cannot have Lemony Sizz or Lemony Fizz.
No.
You can't have Great Punch. No, I need the name brands.
I don't actually care about that. Mo care.
I need the name brands. You know why I need the name brands? Because if I decide to mix my soda with my liquor, I need it to taste a certain way. And them off brands don't be hidden. If you mix your Mountain Cola with some Red Bull, not Red Bull, with some like rum or something, it don't taste the same way as a Jack and Coke does.
It's gonna be a little off, but it's okay.
A lot off, definitely is.
Probably a lot off.
Terrible.
But it's okay. I'll take that.
No. If your soda's ain't name brand, keep that shit.
I'll take that. If you do bring something, what's this, number 4? I don't know. I'll fuck it. Fuck the numbers. If you do bring something, whether it be food, whether it be a bottle, whether it be soda, ice, whatever, if you come in with something in your hand, don't take that shit back at the end of the night. That shit is a gift now.
It is. It belongs to the house.
Yeah, like don't do that. You bought a bottle big enough to share. You set that joint down at the table for the bartender or whoever to pick up and kind of like mix whatever they wanted to mix. Don't walk up. Don't go back to my shit. Pick that joint up and be like, all right, y'all, I'm out, and then wave me off with the bottle in your hand. Like,
nah, I'll admit in my heyday I've Indian given some bottles. I'm not gonna lie. However, they were in my mind personals, and I was just sharing because I'm nice. I didn't give it to somebody else to pour their own. They said, "Can I have some?" I got you.
Okay.
I mean, it was never like, "Here, take that." Psych, I want it back. No, never that.
If it's a personal, you can keep that. I get it. If it's a personal, I got you. But like, don't again sit that joint at the bar and then go back and pick that joint up at the end of the night. I had a party when I was turning like 22, 23, bro. Real big house joints, real crazy. Some mad people there. Bought mad bottles myself. I was so drunk at the end of that joint. It was people leaving. Like, I got like messages, or my cousins and them was like, "Why was people trying to leave with your bottles?" Because they knew what I bought. And people was like, "Yeah, I bought this here." So what? You bought it here. You set it down right there. Don't try to walk away with it. Like, it is real crazy. It was real bad. I don't understand the etiquette. It's not a thing. Don't do that.
That's the issue. Niggas don't have etiquette. They don't. They don't have
like, that's crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Where was I? All right. This is number 5.
Man, fuck these numbers. Just go ahead.
Please, before I start making my plate, let me know who made the potato salad up front. Because if I put it on my plate and that potato salad is nasty, I'm going to be upset.
So you feel like they should just put a sign there being like potato salad?
I do appreciate a very, very organized person who labels everything to let you know what's what. Because, you walk into the cookouts and you got that person that just shout out, "We got this, we got that, we got this, we got," and you can't catch all that. Mm-hmm. So if you're labeling it, you are top tier. You are perfection. But if you go and give me the quick spew and you're like, potato salad in the refrigerator, and I go in the refrigerator and potato salad got some black shit on top, I'm confused. Who made this? Everybody know that on top of potato salad goes paprika.
Okay.
So why is it pepper over whatever other black ground shit you put on top of it on there?
Maybe you got some 9 black people in their family and 3 raisins in it.
Yeah, nah, I need to know who made it up front. So that's that.
I feel that. RSVPs. I feel like if I have a cookout and I invite you, I need to know who's coming with you.
That's fair. The ops is out. So
yeah,
definitely.
Like, don't show up to my crib with somebody, not only that I don't know, but somebody who you didn't tell me was coming.
Facts.
Like, if you want to bring somebody, text my phone. Yo, is it okay if I bring so and so? Sometimes you ain't gotta say their name. Is it okay if I bring a friend? I'm okay with that too, and I'd be like, yes or no. You know what I mean?
If I want to know who that is, I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, but
your friend who? Who that?
Exactly. But you gotta say that, right? Because if you just pop up with like 3 of the homies,
and I happen to know one of them niggas, and we got beef now.
My shit running. Go shoot people at his
like that.
Trespassing. I ain't telling him he could come.
And it's legal too, cause you're in my house.
Exactly. Like,
I ain't going to jail.
Exactly. And that ain't even my issue. My issue is just don't bring him. Like, what if I don't want to feed this nigga? What if I just don't want to feed him? Like, I didn't buy enough food to be supporting you and your homies. You know
That's facts.
I asked you if you wanted to come. And then if you came empty-handed with 3 other people, then why? So now you trying to have my food and you trying to have my liquor? Y'all gonna get turned up on my shit and then leave? That's crazy.
Speaking of leaving, rule number 6. You get 1 to-go plate, motherfucker.
Not 10.
You get 1 to-go plate.
Feed my fan.
You get 1 to-go plate.
I do know people who do that.
If they did not attend, they do not eat.
Yeah, nah.
You get one to-go plate.
All right.
Everybody got to eat off that one plate.
Cool.
I'll be hot. Some people, you go to some cookouts, things like, oh, take everything. We don't want this shit. Cool. That's y'all. I don't want all my shit because it's definitely going to go to waste. I don't eat leftovers. I make that very clear. I don't eat leftovers.
Gotcha.
Unless it's like my cookout shit. And I might throw that in the next day. So I'll probably eat one plate myself. But you ain't going to come to my house and pack a plate for your entire family and roll.
I don't like people who pack plates when they first get there. Like, don't
Yo,
pack a plate.
oh my
and then
god, pre-packing? You ain't eat a plate yet, and you already packing a to-go plate?
I'm gonna pack my plate.
Nigga, just go home.
Sit it in the car, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm really gonna eat.
Don't come back. Just stay in your car because you not welcome.
Like, eat your food. Let everybody else eat, and then y'all pack what's left over. Like, you can have the leftovers. Like, you can have it. He don't want it. But don't pack your to-go plate before everybody get, a taste of whatever they want to taste. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, that bothered me a lot. Like, don't do that. Or I get people who make both plates at the same time. And then be like, oh, this is my to-go plate, and this is what I'm about to eat right now. Why are you doing it?
Next one. And this one's like, it depends on the type of cookout. Because if y'all one of them rich black people that got a pool at your house, I just want to be clear. Don't be throwing niggas in the pool without getting consent. Because I'm going to be the one to not swim back the fuck up. And then you got a murder charge on your hands.
That's petty, bro. You that petty?
Very.
You just going to die?
I'm just going to die.
That's
I got mad life insurance. My daughter will be well taken care of.
You just going to die. I got you.
That's it.
I got you.
Because niggas just think it's funny. Oh, you don't like to get wet. You don't want to get in the pool. Nigga, no. Do I look like I want to get in the pool? I got on J's. You know what I mean? I wore my good J's today. Do I look like I'm getting these in the pool? I saw somebody get their Milano shirt ripped yesterday. I was like, dog, that's drawn. Like, why y'all playing like that? You know how much these t-shirts got?
Can I get a napkin? Niggas be like, ha. Can you imagine if you like at a cookout enjoying your life and your shit get ripped? Like, I'd be sick.
Yeah, niggas play too much. Black people think everything funny. They think, yeah. So that's that. And my last one, it might not be my last one, but it's my last one right now because I feel like I could go on forever because I just hate black people at cookouts. But for my last one, as a grill master myself, please, my niggas, don't come up to me looking over my shoulder at the shit on the grill and critique. Because this ain't that. I got this.
Yo.
I handles this. Yo, you see it's uncooked right now. You saw me just put it on. Don't tell me when I need to turn it. Don't tell me when I need to check it. Don't tell me when I need to put the barbecue sauce on or how I need to do it. I didn't ask for your input, bro.
Bro, your flame was a little bit too high right there. You gonna burn those.
I didn't ask for your input, sir. If I wanted you to chef it up, I would have told you, yo, I need you to come work the grill for me. But you see the apron on. You see the Jesus sandals on.
Bro,
you see the hoochie daddies on.
I ain't gonna hold you. I need a pair of them.
I do too.
I keep saying,
I be wearing my thong sandals trying to like make up for them, but I need my hoochie. I need my Jesus sandals.
I need them joints. Like, I'm gonna buy me a pair. My birthday coming up. I'll be grill master. I'm gonna buy me a pair. I got to, cause.
But no, like niggas love to come up like, oh, you need to, nigga, go play. Like I gotta talk to you like you the kids. Go play in the pool or something. Go listen to some music. Get out my face.
You sure you don't want to flip those hot dogs? They got the line right there.
Just worried about the wrong thing. But that's all I got. So more of the story is, I mean, when y'all come to my cookout Labor Day weekend, stay away from me at the grill. I got that. That's my domain. I'm knocking it back. Boom, boom, boom. Just leave it there.
Okay. My only other thing was don't get too drunk. Like, cause and it's crazy that you brought it up, but my thing was I don't be wanting to babysit, right?
That's fair.
So like, if you gonna come to the cookout, I want everybody to have a good time. I want everybody to have a good vibe. Like,
that's a regular rule for me, though.
Don't
Don't get too drunk anywhere we go. It don't gotta just be the cookout. Don't get too drunk anywhere, cause nobody wants to have to take care of you. Like nobody should have to do that. You should be able to get drunk to a point where you're good and can take care of yourself, and then it stops there. If you get to a point where niggas gotta take care of you, you're doing too much.
I feel you. Like I said, I don't mind you throwing up. I don't mind you go to the bathroom, you can throw up, you can do what you gotta do. But like, you just gotta be
self-sufficient.
Like, yeah, like I don't want nobody to have to. I don't want nobody coming to me to be like, yo, he good. Like, cause
if I got to answer questions, you already went too far.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So yeah, that's my last rule too.
But I feel that.
That's where it is at. But I think that's it. You had anything else for me?
Yes, I do. So I was scrolling on Instagram or whatever, and I happened to come across this post that was interesting. So I'm gonna pull it up because I want to make sure I get it right. It says, men on Twitter share their reasons to why they don't compliment women. So I just want to ask, do you compliment women?
I try to. Yeah.
Regularly, like often?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. If I see something I like, I feel like I'm gonna say it. Not even just women though. I'm a dude that's just gonna say it in general. Like if a dude walking in the street, he got nice sneakers on. I like sneakers. I'm like, bro, them Jones fire. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
If a woman walking in the street and she got like nice hair or something like that, like, yo, I like your hair. That Jones fresh. I see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what I say. Like,
Okay.
I don't. The compliments vary. Like, I'm not one of them dudes that's just gonna look at you and be like, oh, you look good. To whatever. But I like to acknowledge when people get dressed because I feel like when I get dressed, I take my time, and I know how much time I can take getting dressed, and I know I put effort into like what I be putting on when I'm like throwing some shit on or coordinating all that other stuff. So I feel like other people either put in just as much time or put more in. Girls tend to put a lot more in than necessary than I feel necessary, but they do. So my thing is who don't want that compliment?
That's fair. So in your relationships, how often do you give compliments?
More now than I did in the past, like as I've grown. But I feel like in a relationship, anytime I can, any like reason I can.
Okay.
It could be anything. Like she could not be dressed and she could just do something cute. Oh, that was cute as fuck. Like, well, I like that. You know what I mean? So I just anytime I can, I'm gonna say that.
Great. So I'm gonna just say men on Twitter disagree. They believe that I'm going to read some of these tweets because they were actually a little funny.
That's cool, boy.
So the one gentleman said, so the young lady said, niggas really think because you're bad as fuck and you know it, they don't need to compliment you or hype you up. And the gentleman replies, y'all wake up and entertain hundreds of compliments on a daily basis and think we really about to compete with them niggas.
Bro, that's your girl. I'm not competing with nobody. You're mine. What? What?
Another one said, if you treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan.
What?
How you feel about that?
What I should say, superstar?
I'll be a groupie, baby.
Ain't that
You be
what
my
he
superstar? Okay. Another gentleman replied and said, stop it. You don't need reassurance from niggas. If you know you're bad, be your own hype woman. Why women always looking for reassurance?
I'm Lil John out here.
The young lady replied, either you don't know how to fucking read or you lack basic comprehension skills. Which one is it? And he said, both. Listen, if you already know you're bad, which is why you said no, stay confident in yourself and stop seeking reassurance. If you feel triggered, then that's on you.
I personally feel like, yes, you have to have self-confidence. Period, right? We all need to have some type of self-confidence. Everybody has to have self-confidence because otherwise you're out here seeking attention, and I don't feel like anybody should seek attention, right?
Right.
When I get dressed, when I throw shit on, I don't throw shit on so that I can get the compliments. I throw shit on because I like the way shit looks, and I feel like I look nice. So I'm going to do that. Now, if I go out and I get compliments, that just adds to my self-esteem in that moment. You know what I mean? But it don't take away from the fact that I initially started off where I started off at.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that comment right there makes it seem like she just didn't have any self-esteem, and she's fishing for compliments, even though that's not necessarily the case.
Right. I'm going to read one more. So this gentleman said, I'm sure Curry, he's talking about Steph, did everything he needed to make sure his wife was complimented, loved, and felt secure, and gave her plenty of hype. Check his IG and Twitter. Yet she still says she wanted more attention to see if she still got it. How you feel about that?
I feel like that's valid to some extent, but when you're dealing with people, sometimes it's expected that they react to you a certain way. Mm-hmm. When a girl hits you with the babe, do I look fat? She don't expect you to be like, yeah, nigga, you look like you put on a couple pounds.
The fuck you asked for? You did.
I mean, you can say that, but she is expecting you to be a little bit nicer about it. Whereas the people out in the street, I think they expect them to give more of a little bit realistic response. And I think that's what that was.
So you gave me a response to lie to you, but you went out on the streets and expected the response, or wasn't sure of the response you were going to get.
Right. So like when it comes to the public is me. So they'll tell me the truth, whereas though you might not.
So you could literally cut me out and just ask the public, and we'd still get to the same
I mean, you
point
could,
here.
but it's still nice to hear.
Okay.
So I think, she might have just asked, or she might like the reassurance from, whoever it is. But if the public gives her a different response, then it's like, well, I mean, I expected you to say this to me.
So I'm gonna just lead with I agree with what you said. At this big age, I have taken heed to giving out more compliments. In the past, I just felt like I didn't need to because these things. I've told you these things before. Like
I wouldn't be acting the way I would act. I wouldn't be with you if I didn't feel this way.
Exactly.
You are my woman. You are the only person I'm looking at. Obviously, because you're the only person I'm telling you. Yeah, like I feel you.
I have to admit though, ladies, it does get draining having to constantly reassure you. It can be draining. Now, and I don't want, there's no, set time limit. I'm not saying it's draining having to do it daily or weekly or monthly or whatever. But, the more it has to be done, the more it can be a little bit of a chore. Just because, we wouldn't be doing this with you if we didn't feel these things, right? We wouldn't be with you if we felt like you were fat. Well, no, that's all right, maybe not fat. We wouldn't be. I mean, everybody has things they like in relationships, things they don't. But if your flaws or whatever you think were flaws were actually flaws, the way you thought they were, we'd be gone, right? Because if she thinks she's fat, then she'd be questioning why we were.
Bro.
No, you don't think so?
No, because it's a lot. Like I see people now talk about like the fupa section, right? On
Right.
women, but how many men care about the fupa?
Right. So if she was when in their mind they're like, oh, I hate this. Nobody likes it. They think it's cute, or they don't think it's cute. If I truly felt like that, why would I stay with you while you had it?
Yeah. So again, to your point, yes, to some extent, yes. But there is always going to be somebody out here who does not like it, or maybe somebody in her past who at some point did not like it, which is why she's self-conscious about it.
That's fair.
So I agree with kind of like both sides of that, if you will. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just kind of feel like I feel like when it comes to compliments, as long as I'm able to do it when I want to do it, that's one thing.
Right.
But if you're making me do it, if you're fishing for a compliment, like if you're, and I'm not saying like fishing like once in the blue, I'm talking about fishing periodically, like all the time. You did your hair today, you did your makeup tomorrow, you did your nails the day after that, you got dressed the day after that. Like you want compliments every single time you come in the house.
Nobody trying to do that.
Babe, you notice anything different about me today? And I gotta like scan you up and down and be like, I don't want to have to, like, don't do all that. Right. But if I notice, like, periodically, like, oh, you got no nails, you got this done, you got that done, just take the compliments I'm giving you. Now, if I do this, like, slim to none, like, it's just not, like, non-existent, then, yeah, you can probably say something. But if I feel like I do this, a couple times a week, like 3-4 times a week, it's only 7 days out the week, and I've complimented you 4 times this week, then you can accept it, or I feel like you should be able to accept it. Also, understand that some weeks are going to be more compliments just because, and some weeks are going to be less compliments just because. But as long as you can understand it as like a scale, then I'm pretty much straight.
Yeah, so I agree. I don't, like I said, at this big age, I don't have a problem with complimenting my woman. But at some point, you have to be willing to look and realize maybe I shouldn't be searching for compliments. Maybe I should be looking within myself to figure out what I like and don't like, and figure out how to deal with those things. Do I mean, I'm never telling somebody, cosmetic surgery is the way. I actually hate cosmetic surgery. I think we should learn to love ourselves internally. However hard it may be, you got to figure out how to get there without, going under the knife, because that shit could kill you. But, you got to do whatever it is for yourself to make you love yourself. And just compliment fishing is not going to get you there. Forcing compliments and expecting compliments all the time. I also agree with what a lot of the users said. Like, it's hundreds of niggas that's complimenting you all day. That's in them DMs, complimenting you all day. On all social platforms, when you walk down the street, you're getting compliments. Yes, you're going to get them from me too, but it shouldn't be a huge deal if I didn't do it, but these other 100 niggas did it today. Because you heard it everywhere.
I don't know if I agree with that, bro. Because to me, like, I feel like sometimes it depends on who's saying it.
It does. So, like, it does. I'm not disagreeing with that.
So, but that's the part of it, right? If I go out and all of these other people are noticing this thing about me, but the one person I actually wanted to notice something about me didn't, then I would focus more so on the one person who didn't. So again, to your point, if I'm giving you compliments sporadically and it's happening, then the one time that I don't do it and other people do it, no, I don't want you to feel no type of way because I still do this. But if you don't normally do it and she notices that 10 other niggas out here are doing it and you never do it, then that's completely different.
Facts.
So
I agree.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that.
So yeah, fellas, compliment y'all ladies more.
Because if you don't,
Because if you don't, we will. Ladies, love yourself. That's definitely key. Don't.
You do too, right?
Because we do. We love our black queens out here. But yeah, you know, just love yourself. No matter if you're getting a compliment or not, just love yourself.
Yeah.
The only compliment that matters are the ones you give yourself.
That was real prophetic.
That came on the top too. It was real smooth.
It just,
it just flew right out. I was like, "Ooh, I like that." Just leave that space right there.
I tried not to laugh. Like, I didn't want to smile. I wanted to just give it to you. Like, I held that joint and I just was like, you know that emoji.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. You're like, what? That nigga spit.
That's clean. I'm gonna use that in some DMs this weekend.
Let her know.
See how it works.
If you got a girl, you better watch Mo. Saying some shit like that, my nigga, you not gonna have a girl next week. You better compliment her ass. I don't know what's happening.
Listen.
Mo been trying to steal girls all day.
All day.
You should say that to your neighbor.
I'm gonna leave a note on her door. She's like, oh. The guy down there 437 said.
There you go. Yeah, let her ass know. Let her ass know.
I'm putting on her windshield.
Cause you know her car.
I don't know if she live alone. Maybe other motherfuckers in the house.
You got to shoot her boyfriend though. He be in the gym.
Whatever. Cold in here, bro.
That's kind of buddy. That's crazy, bro. Let me ask you a question real quick though.
What's up?
If you got married, would you take your girl last name? Why would you laugh?
Yo, what?
Why would you laugh?
Yo, I'm the worst person to ask that, bro. I am huge on legacy. My first son is going to be a junior, and I expect his first son to be a junior, and so on and so forth. So I'm not giving up my last name. However, I wouldn't be opposed to my wife hyphenating her last name. Like, you don't have to take on my full last name. You can keep your maiden name if you want.
Or if she ain't take your last name at all and just wanted to keep her name.
That's also fine with me. I'm not really pressed about it, but just know everyone else around you is going to have a different last name because they're going to be Max. All of them are going to get the last name because my legacy has to continue.
I got you.
I'm willing to offer to hyphenate it because I want your legacy to continue too, but my legacy got to keep going. I need.
Would you be open to hyphenating the kids' names too? Okay. So,
as long as they know that when they have kids, they should go with the Max side of the hyphenation. Yeah, just
stipulations.
Yeah, you know, it's rules. It's ruthless. And I'm embedded. I'm gonna start talking to my kid when she's around that sex age. Like, yeah, so if you have a kid, it better be a Mac. I don't care who the daddy is. It better be a Mac.
That's cool. I just was wondering. I kind of feel the same way though. I definitely want my last name to be carried down.
So you know why I want it that way so bad? I have this idea, and I've had it for a while now, that I'm gonna have a irrevocable family trust, and hopefully I get rich and like it's long enough to last generation over. But if that is the key, I think the stipulation along with them being my blood is that they gotta have the last name. So if their last name changed, nigga, you out of luck. How you gonna get to these coins? That's petty as shit.
It's super petty.
You gotta have my blood and my last name? Yikes. That's hard.
That's petty. I'm gonna change my name after I get this money, nigga.
That's fine. Do what you gotta do after you get the coins, but going in, you was a Mac. And you signed as a Mac too, so we good.
That's cool. I haven't even thought about that. But yeah, I am big on legacy. I do want my shit to be carried down. I only asked would you be like cool with her not taking your last name because they're like perform like Beyonce. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's established. Like you know her name. You know what I mean? So like if she got married, you want her to carry her own name? Or is it okay if she carries her own name because this is like technically her stage name? Like,
Well, she goes by Beyonce Knowles Carter.
I know, but I'm just saying if she didn't. But it's other people, like it's doctors out here that are established doctors and
Right.
psychiatrists, physicians, any like person in general who is known build their reputation based off of like their name. Having to shift that kind of can be a big thing. So if you ever got married, would you be okay with that being a thing?
So I would want it to be hyphenated, but I wouldn't mind if they didn't like change everything for it. You feel me? Like I want it to be hyphenated on the certificate at least. Everything else, if you don't want to do it for like professional reasons, that's fine. As long as you know what your name is at the end of the day. Like when we start having these kids, that you know that your name's actually hyphenated. Your professional name is your professional name, but your real name out here in these streets is this.
I can accept that. All right, that's cool. I can accept that. I just was curious because I know a lot of people who would be like, no.
I just laugh because I mean, if legacy wasn't that for me, and it's it's childish. It ain't really like it don't matter. They still gonna be my grandkids or great grands or whatever, even without my last name. But I just really love my last name and my legacy, so I want to keep that shit going. But aside from that, the fact of how big I am on it and how much I've always wanted it for like decades. If it wasn't big to me, I wouldn't even care. I promise you, I would take her last name in the heartbeat. Like, no problem. Don't matter. Because the bond is the bond. Like, that's all I'm here for. The marriage is about the bond. I don't care about legality sides of it. I don't care about who takes what and becomes who.
Yeah, I think it's weird when people think, like, oh, we about to get married and then shit about to change. Like, no, we are going to be the people we were yesterday. Like, we're just going to be married now. Like, the love don't change. The bond don't change. Like, the people don't change. Like, we are who we are. And then
we just committed to some shit. That's all.
Yeah, like by state where we jumped the broom. Like we're here. Oh, one more thing. Speaking of jumping the broom.
Jumping the broom.
Did you hear about the couple who got married? It was I think it was a black woman and a white man, and they jumped the broom at the wedding. And black people are up in arms about the situation.
Did not see that.
How do you feel? Would you be okay with the white man jumping the broom? First of all, you remember what jumping the broom signifies?
I know what jumping the broom signifies.
So for y'all who don't know what jumping the broom signifies, I had to take a little refresher myself earlier. But apparently back when we were, chained and, for lack of a better word, slaves, weren't allowed to have weddings. And so because we weren't allowed, we would often, I guess you could say, signify the wedding by jumping the broom with the significant other when we wanted, to take those vows. And so this black woman and her significant other, which is a white male, decided to jump the broom, and black people are going crazy because he was never a slave. He doesn't have ancestral ties to, slavery. And so why are you jumping?
Are we sure he don't have ancestral ties to slavery? You sure he wasn't a slave master?
Well, I'm sure. Bro, you digging a little bit too deep for me. I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Listen, man.
I don't even want to answer that question because if he did, that makes it even worse. I feel like
that shit is foul, and it makes me believe that she was uninformed and she just did it because she thought it looked cute. And she probably saw that shit on Instagram or something like that, and had no idea of the history behind it. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like, that is crazy. The idea of that is just beyond me.
So I had people say like
super cool.
They've had like black people marry like Indian people or other like cultures, and they took on like traditional like weddings from other cultures or whatever. So if I'm marrying into like an Indian family, I'm wearing I don't know what to call it, the Indian like
I get it
stuff. I'm getting the elephants and the big type of Indian wedding,
right?
Like basically appropriating other cultures. Like, why is it not a big thing? So my thing about it is what does it signify?
Exactly.
Basically. So that's why
those cultures weren't doing those things because they weren't allowed to get married. They weren't doing those things because their oppressors weren't allowing them to get married. They were doing those things because that's just a part of their culture. Like, I don't know what other things happen at black weddings that are like cultural, but the jumping the broom thing is probably the only thing we have. and it's from slavery. It's not from Africa. Like, it's not like we're doing an African wedding or something like that. Like, it's the only thing black slaves had to signify that they were one. They were becoming a unit. So I get the concept of, hey, this would be cute because this is a black tradition, but knowing the tradition is half the fucking battle. Like,
Right.
knowing why it's a tradition, just seeing somebody jump the room and go, oh, that's cute, let's do that, and not knowing why they did it or why the people before them did it is foolish. Like, just stop doing stuff because you see other people do it. That doesn't make
I
sense.
definitely agree with that, and I feel like if you are not culture, or not part of our culture, or not related in any sense of the word, that if somebody asks you to do something like this, you should say no.
He
Like,
probably had no clue. I know for a fact white people are the most oblivious species of people on this earth.
I agree.
They are 1,000% oblivious to everything that's going on that is not about them. So, I know for a fact he didn't know, but it was up to her to do the research, to know what it was for, and to also inform him what he was getting into. Because I'm sure the backlash on the internet was wild. I'm sure
Yeah.
she got lit the fuck up, and I'm sure he caught a lot of it too.
Yeah, bro. That's kind
So
of
unfortunate, but
crazy.
niggas need to be more knowledgeable what the fuck they getting into, and not just doing shit because they think that shit look cute.
So, when you have an idea, just think before you do.
Definitely.
That's my word of advice to anybody who does, I guess, anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't tell people how to react. And in this situation, that was kind of crazy. But that's cool, bro. I'm done. You got anything else before we
I'm
head out?
good, man. That just burned me out.
Wow, that's funny. But all right, y'all. So we're gonna head out. As we said earlier, hit that subscribe button. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Apple, whatever podcast link you're listening to, leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Go to the Instagram at Car Combos the podcast. Check us out. Share a reel or two. Tell your friends to tell their friends. All that good shit. And we're out.
Yes, we are.
All right. Holla at y'all.
Peace.